Live every day. Mostly training every day, but the plan today is block work, as you can see behind me. So, ideally, 4 doubles at 95 kilos. Those feel good. I might push them up, but the first double will, of course, be at 95. Then, block power clean plus push press, which will be at 105 for potentially 4 doubles. Now, because I have teacher conferences later this week, which I actually realize is on Thursday, not Wednesday, it means that I won't actually have to do. Actually, kind of works out perfect now that I think about it, because Thursday is normally a light day of training. So what that means for me is that today can just be a normal day. I don't actually have to adjust any of my training, because Thursday is muscle snatch and like muscle clean, and it's really light, and it's meant to be a recovery day in a sense. And so I won't have to change anything, which is nice. I thought it was Wednesday, so I was able to make the adjustment though. But it's good thing for me to keep in mind if I do have a week where there's a particular day of the week that's messed up, that I can mix and match where things fit in. So I actually just realized I can take out a lot of this stuff, which is really nice. So I don't have to worry about the front squats or the snatch pulls, because all I was going to do was move back squats. Hey, what's up, Reed? I just saw your big deadlift in your anabolic basement. I actually don't have a basement, so there's no anabolic stuff happening in mine because it's just dirt. But yeah, just saying, I'm doing some block work. We go up to 95 for 4 doubles, maybe push up a little bit above that, then some block push presses. I thought I had conferences, parent teacher conferences on Wednesday. I actually have it on Thursday, which works out for training purposes, because Thursdays are pretty light, pretty nonchalant days. So they're a pretty unimportant day in a sense. Um, unimportant day. It's a weird thing to say, Joshua. You got something on your mind? You thinking those thoughts again, Joshy? Hopefully not. Hope you're having a good day, Josh. Alright. Oh. Alright. So we're up a little bit before I went live. Yeah, Josh, you're not the first person to say some weird stuff in the chat. It's odd. Usually stuff like that gets picked up by the filter, but I guess you got lucky. The YouTube gods have blessed you today. But it's warmed up a little bit before that I started a live, so I'm basically ready. As ready as I'll ever be. Don't do drugs, Josh. All right. I don't know why, William, it blocked your message, but I don't know. I feel like cats can, like, cats already kind of like doesn't like you a little bit. Like every cat kind of has that feeling. If it's like a dog's paw, like dogs have no evil in their soul. Like every cat has a little bit of evil. Like the neighbor's cat, really friendly, comes up, hangs out with me, but for whatever reason, if after like 10 seconds of just petting him on the head, which he seems to enjoy, he just tries to bite me or scratch me just randomly. Just a little bit of evil. Like a dog you could pet for like 2.5 years straight and they'll just love every minute of it. Cats just have a little bit of evil, so I'd probably still feel bad too, because I like cats as well, but dogs I would feel significantly worse if I stepped on their tail or something. But also cats are smart and intelligent. So like why is a cat standing underneath you? That's the cat's problem. uh but at least you just stepped on him. You didn't like whatchamacallit, you didn't drop the weights on the cat. That would have been a lot worse. And William, no, I'm not in the military. This is just a gray or a green shirt. All right, big weights. You sound like a harsh parent. He just is perfect in every way, but now he'll learn. Now he'll learn. He'll learn his place. Not under your feet. Yeah, I'm sure that's the nice thing with cats is they are smart. So if he doesn't want to get stepped on, he's not gonna be more likely to just immediately run as soon as he sees you in the basement or doing whatever. I had one day I was doing blocks out here and I saw in the shelf in front a mouse run. I just left. I just checked out for that day. I had to put a couple mouse traps down. I'm like I can't commit to doing a block snatch knowing that there's a mouse just staring at me. I wasn't so scared of stepping on the mouse. I was more scared of the mouse getting scared and running up my leg or something. That would have been terrifying. All right. Ooh, like butter. I've never gotten sick from lifting out here, and I feel like this is where you get catch whatever illness because it is damp out here. It does not like there's definitely a lot of moisture, but builds builds strong lungs. He wants he wants Putin, and he can't even spell a name. It's got a bunch of Russian letters in it. Putin 2024. What a mad lad. I wasn't aware that Vlad Putin was running in this election. I wasn't really aware that Vlad Putin really had to worry about elections, really. Does Vladdy really have to campaign? I thought he just kind of won. How every live stream turns into political. Someone puts some political shenanigans in. I like it. Death, taxes, and random political shenanigans. Well, I don't know if he's gonna be on the ballot, so I'll let you guys know if I see him. Though you guys don't need to campaign for him, he just wins. I don't. That man never loses. It's undefeated. Haters say he rigs it. What? Just doing block snatches, guys. What are we talking about? Would Vlad Putin think about block snatches? That's the real question. Double, double, double. Nope. Thank you. I don't even know how to say her name, dude. It's too many non-English letters. Thank you, Mr. C. I don't think I'm that cool, Fred. I just don't have it in me to talk about randos that subscribe for no reason. I'm doing block snatches, nothing important. Don't subscribe. Dislike, unsubscribe, block the channel. It really is, Reed. That's what that's half the reason I like doing them. Is just you get random insults. One comment that was flagged was just asking if I was in the military. It wasn't even a controversial. Comments are diabolical, but sometimes, because most of the time I don't even look at them. But that one just happened to be a normal question. But ask it for shout outs. I don't shout out anyone but Reed. Subscribe to Reed. Although I don't think he posts on YouTube. Go follow him on Instagram. Really is. Every time I drop it, the block slides. Just the right block slides. It's rather obnoxious. But they feel pretty good. You know, it's Reed. I say the same thing, but if as long as you have a journey, a story, or you just like spamming all your lifting on the internet, then YouTube's the place for you. Uh-oh. The popo are coming for me. They're looking for me. Saying who's banging weights out in the back. Can't be a noise complaint, not doing that much out here. I would just do it, Reed. As long as you have a. The thing is, as long as you have something that makes you interesting, like your case, being an adjunct. I think you said adjunct professor, but like you have other stuff besides the lifting to do. If you're just gonna say, you know, this is 70, this is 75, this is 80, that's not really worth it. But if you just like talking about stuff, then I think it's fun to do. And I enjoy doing it. And that's kind of the the Ivan style. Like I don't necessarily do like his voiceovers in the same way that he does, but think he gets more philosophical, and I'll talk about, lifting stuff that I'm doing or like that particular session and stuff like that, but I just kind of just don't really plan on anything and just kind of use it as a way to kind of think through what I did for that day of training. And I don't know, I've been doing it for a while, and it's not necessarily, I don't think it's like, it's hard to say it's fun. It's just like nice to have like a structured routine. Like I'm gonna do a good session, then I'm gonna talk about it, and it just makes me work harder when I'm training because I want to like lift well, so I don't have to talk about crappy sessions. So it does make me try harder when I'm lifting in a weird way because I don't want to. Um, yeah, and like if you like that kind of talk, then it's like you can do similar stuff, but I think everyone has a different way of talking about their views on whether it's lifting or life and stuff like that. Because I have watched Ivan for a very long time, a very long time. I don't know what number. See, squatted so many days in a row now. I don't know what number I was at, but it's been a very long time. Um, I would have to really like look back. I don't know any way to be able to do that on YouTube. But yeah, I really enjoyed his style of videos, and that's what I realized was the to me was more interesting, or what I liked more about his videos is not really his lifting necessarily. It was cool to see him like make progress and stuff, but it's just listen to him talk about stuff. And even if I don't listen to every minute every video, it's just kind of it's gonna be like 10 to 15 minutes of whatever. It's a pretty good structure, and that's kind of like Sam Solek kind of was similar in that regard. And unfortunately, his videos are like 50 minutes long, and a lot of it's just him huffing and puffing of him doing the exercises. And I don't really care about bodybuilding enough to watch him do a set of 20 of whatever exercise. But yeah, Ivan was like, I don't think he necessarily was like the inventor of voiceovers or anything like that, but with just being as consistent as he is and being strong and stuff is what I think has really built his audience. And I think he had a couple of like viral videos and stuff, and a couple like not like crazy viral, but like had well performing video. I think of his kid walking in front of him when he was doing a squat or whatever. But that, and I think has a video with a lot of views about like Chinese weightlifting or whatever, and it's just talking about lifting it like you would with someone that you're at the gym with, and that's the kind of content that I think people like because um, with any kind of like strength lifting, but I would say probably more so with weightlifting, it's hard to find people to talk about weightlifting with in real life. So it's kind of like an outlet to kind of just talk about whatever. Because even at the gym I go to, like they're really strong people, but I'm not necessarily gonna like talk about like my thoughts on the snatch with them because it's not really relevant to them. So it's a different kind of thing. And I could find those people, but like, am I going to pay $100 a month to go to a gym that's going to take me an hour to get to on the weekdays just to talk to two people about weightlifting? Like, probably not. Probably not. All right, double here, and then 4 doubles at 95. Oh no. Tragedy. Oh, worried about that stuff. It took forever to. It took a lot of time in between 80 and 90. But it felt alright. a little bit out in front, but nothing too major. I have my other camera. That's one of the reasons I keep walking next to it. So behind where my phone is, I have my regular camera. So for the live streams, I just use my phone, which is why I don't have music playing. Which is, was one reason I'm able to live stream because of the internet connection. But yeah, I don't like the quality of the video, of course, because it's my front-facing camera and it's vertical, so it's not good quality video anyway. Plus, the other one is just more consistent. Like this, I have to wait for YouTube to render it to access any of the clips if I wanted them. With my camera, it's just right there. But yeah, I have a much nicer, I mean, obviously better than a front-facing camera on my phone, recording live for like my regular stuff. So yeah, phone's just for live streams. I got a camera pretty quick into when I was recording my lifts. I really had one when I played baseball back when I was 16. When I would record my throwing, and that was it's because like I wanted to record in slow motion, or at least see a video in slow motion, and this just wasn't possible in high quality with cameras back then, or phones back then. Even with iPhones, with the slow motion particularly. So I've been filming myself do lifting or exercising or sport activities for years. For 15 years. So for me, I think some people can get thrown off if they're trying to like set up a camera or whatever, but I've literally done it for 15 years for like just training, whether it's throwing or lifting, and it's like you get your straps, I flip the camera on, and then it's just on, and it has never bothered me. All of my PRs I've done obviously on camera, and so I start the camera, I stop the camera. The only time I don't run the camera myself is at a competition, and that is, my luxurious day of training, where I get my friend who counts weights for me to film my lifts, since that would be a little too stressful trying to set up a tripod at a competition venue. I still use the same camera though. It's actually right here. I gotta put a new battery in. I don't necessarily need a new camera. There's nothing wrong with this one. But once this eventually breaks again, I might upgrade and get, not necessarily a nicer one, but just a newer one. This model's pretty old. But a new nice camera is the first thing I bought once I got my teaching job. It's the first luxurious item. But I feel like I would need to do that only on... Yeah, and that's, like, for me, that's why it's nice to record in here. And I've tried doing live a couple times at the gym, but it's just on Saturday evenings when there's no one in there. So it's really dependent on what resources you have. And I initially recorded just big lifts and, like, top sets, and then just progressed to doing all of just everything. And it kind of takes the pressure off any particular set, because it's not like, all right, this is the one I want to look good. Like, I'm just going to kind of do all the sets and, see how everything looks. But doable. I think instead of a double, I'm going to do 3 triples, but we'll see. We'll see how these reps feel. try to do 3 doubles. So instead of 8 total, 9 total reps. So I didn't feel too bad at all. Didn't feel too bad. It is like 7 o'clock or 6:45 p.m. here. Whew. I think that means I'll change the push presses. Instead of 1 plus 2, there'll be 1 plus 3 times 3. And then later in this little 4-week block, move down to do doubles and then singles or whatever. But triple didn't feel great on the first rep. The second 2 felt better. Just gotta make sure I work as hard on the first as I do in the second and third on just finishing the weight and just being fast, even though I'm not. Slow as molasses. Oh, have fun on your thesis. I've thought in the future of doing my doctorate now, I realize like I don't ever want to be a professor, so I probably won't ever go that route, but have fun with that. I'd rather do snatch triples than write a thesis, that's for sure. Alright. Outra vez. Oh, those all sucked. There was like misses on all of those. Those all sucked. Oh. Could have made the first 2 if I ran them forward. I didn't want to run them forward. The last one was just a straight miss. I suppose the last one I could have ran forward too. I just don't have any space. But alright, read, see you, bud. Oh, right. Well, we'll make it up on this triple and do a better one. Because that one kind of stunk. That one was stinky. Just gotta get it back further. Like, it's not far off. I just have to try a little bit harder. first two were good. The last one was just a miss, so we're doing another set just to end on a make. Triples are challenging though, that's for sure. That's for sure. Oh. Alright. I haven't done like sets of triples like that in a while. Pretty funny, see. What is this? Oh, sorry about that. I got a spam email I wanted to block, but I kind of just want to do another triple and see if I can do the full triple how I did on the first one. So we'll see how that feels. We'll add weight too. I'm a knucklehead. A little extra credit. Extra credit. Definitely was the floor crackling, not my knees or my other joints. Whew. A lot of time and attention. It's a lot of tension. Oh, goodness. Blah. Oh. Where are my wrist wraps? I can't live without my wrist wraps. Oh, they're probably inside. So not good. Oh, hiding in plain sight. At the gym with Jim. Good to see you, Bradley. Hopefully you're not at my gym. Capacity 1. It's fire code if anyone else comes in. Although, when my friend lived with me, we would lift out here a little bit more when he was kind of going ham like me still. But he would sit back here where the camera is. There's like a bunch of space. But I mean, any more than 2 is actually like, actually would be not, well, I mean, like, how many people you can stuff in the back? That's probably like 3, so 4. It's a 4 max capacity. And then, I catch no fire. But we'll get this rewrapped, and then we'll start doing some power cleans and push press. So that's what you gotta do today. Block, power clean, push press. That's on the program. No deviating from the program. You also gotta do a 3+3 snatch, block snatch plus overhead squat. No deviating. I decrete. Monday, it's block day. People say International Bench Day. It's actually International Block Day. Actually, quite nice not to front squat or pull today. I didn't realize that my session was going to be normal this week. That's Thursday. Thursday going to be all messed up. But at this rate, I'll get done pretty fast. Yeah, do some blocks. I mean, maybe some lunges. I feel like I should do some. I just really don't like them. I hate them more than anything. But it's a good reason to do them. So I had 8 people here. Crazy. 4 of you gotta leave. There's too many people. It's fire code. More than 10 people here. It's fire code because I'll set this shed on fire. I'll set this building ablaze. My working sets are going to be at 105, so I'm going to do 60, 85, and then 95. And we're going to do 1+3s, so the power clean will be the most difficult part. The clean should be, I could do it with straps, but also don't feel like making them any harder than they need to be today, so start warming up for them. Quite gassed from that snatch still, but quite happy to do it for the 3+3. Especially because I missed, struggling with 95 to kind of just man up and do the 100. It's good. All right. Just me, you guys, and all the spiders that live out here. Might be able to train the spotters or the spiders out here to spot me if I need it. That's the real key. I'm sorry you call me fat. Started pretty toxic. None of you are sharing your oats and calling me fat. That's pretty mean. Thanks, James. What an awesome first name. What an awesome first name. I believe I had a James back in the day. Not really one of my students, but I don't know if his last name is Jackson. I do know his first name is James. I always know those students because it's clearly my first name. But it's up to 85 now. Hamza struck a nerve. More weight. I slightly bumped my shin walking past the blocks, and that hurt more than the lift itself. Fantastic. Fantabulous. Hamza. Brady? Is that Tom Brady? Yeah, I'm doing a push press. So power clean to push press. Um, do 3 sets of 1 plus 3 here. James Jackson. And lots of text as well. Hamza, you still have not addressed the fact that you called me fat. I'm very sad, Hazma. I'm gonna train all the spiders. So I don't know if you've seen the other live streams, but um, probably have a bunch of guys say that. These bots are crazy. I have guys call me hot. Making fun of people. Absolutely toxic. I don't know. I like how, I'm sorry, Goal. I don't even know how to say your name, but your comment got flagged, so I try to make it show. James, I do Olympic weightlifting, so it's like a little bit of this and that. But today the focus was block work, so speed under the bar and snatch, and then for the second exercise, it is kind of mostly upper body focus because it's not maximal for the block power cleans, nor do I want to do heavy block power cleans because those are just really difficult for the way I'm built. But the push press triples are for practice in the jerk and as well as upper body like pressing strength in general. But it gives you practice in the dip drive of the jerk. Hamza, I respect that you are doubling down, calling me Big Chungus. Just wish you'd share some oats. Brother, brother, may I have some oats? I'm not. I'm ugly. The only people that find me attractive are all the spiders I've trained out here. I've trained all the spiders to eat the bugs and to leave me alone. So I've evolutionary pressured them. So I am their god. That is only the closest I get to be attractive. I am actually the Spider-Man. I am the true Spider-Man. See, he flies around and stuff. I'm out here training him. It's really my home defense system. Is a bunch of giant spiders that are just gonna come out like Harry Potter. Can't beat me. And the best part is, I could be lying, or I could have an army of spiders. And is it really worth it? I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants to catch these spiders. All right. Ideally, 3 sets here. Oh, the power clean was very fun and interactive. That was really difficult. that was really difficult. So we're gonna do 2 sets because 3 is actually too many. 3 is too many. Oh, it's Goys? Amza. Amza's gotta chill. Guys, this chat is actually kind of getting wild. Yes. You guys are weird. Guys are weird. But we're gonna do one more set because that power clean felt like the weight of the world on my shoulders. I don't really want to do 3 of them. Plus, plus the push press didn't feel super easy. So we'll see how this next set goes. Like, maybe this one goes better. I feel good for the third one, but that first one does not fill me with boats of confidence to do 3 sets there. But triple's still good. Yeah, I agree with James. See, he's smart. He's got a good first name, brain up there, working great. That's how you know. Great minds think alike. Alright, we can do a third. Clean felt a lot easier. I think it was just a jump from 85 to 105 that made it feel more difficult. You guys need to talk about something school appropriate. When we talk about the economic and social strives of the world, let's talk about something that's a little less controversial. What do you guys think about the Russia-Ukraine war? Putin, yay or nay? You know, we talk about just normal conversation things like who are you going to vote for in the 2024 election? Oh. Oh, these. I think the funniest thing with you guys in the chat is I'm so blind right now that I struggle to read some of the text. The text is usually good, but the profile pictures are impossible for me to see. So it's like I'm squinting at them, but there's just no shot. It's just too small. What? Oh, guys are wilding out. No, you guys talk about politics. I'm not talking about it. You guys are down there talking about all kinds of goofy stuff. I'm giving you better topics of conversation. That's the point. You guys discuss it among yourselves. You guys figure it out. You guys let me know. Yeah, you. I'm changing the subject for you guys. I'm on lifting. We can talk about lifting all day long. I'm not talking about all that stuff. Whatever's going on down there. That's amongst you all. All right, one more set. All right. It was difficult. Fue difícil. Maybe if I just only talk in Spanish on these, I'll get normal comments. Those being Spanish, so I can't understand them. Ah! Almost threw you guys on the ground. This is weird. Guys are a bit strange. I was considering doing lunges. What I want to do is a different movement that will be good for the patella or not the patella, but the quad tendon, and do actually a wall sit. Do a wall sit hold without where this chat's been. I ain't telling you guys where I live. I live in Topeka, Kansas, as far as you're concerned. It is hot in Topeka. If you know that reference, you're a true Chad. It's hot in Topeka. Brother, may I have some oats? Not a good chat. It's not. Oh, these boxes. Oh, I hate them. I don't know why I struggle so much with that box today. Jeez. Ugh. Just kept getting stuck. My goodness. That was an ordeal. If I wanted to do something like bend over on purpose, I would just do it. I'm not gonna struggle with a heavy box of wood. Oh, just trying to organize. Yeah, because I gotta. I mean, if you see like normal training videos, the box is normally sitting back there, and so then I have the rest of the platform to lift from. But I have to move them off to the side unless I'm going to use them in the next session. But tomorrow's power snatches and um, overhead press and pull? No, front squats. That was the other thing. But definitely a difficult session. But as glad I lifted well despite you guys being knuckleheads. Being knuckleheads in the chat. And what is? So I didn't know. That was interesting. Yeah, I don't know Arab letters. Congrats. I just lifted. It's just a normal day of training. I didn't do anything special today. There it is. But get this battery put away. Oops. Oh. Well, you guys are goofy. I think I'll do the wall sits kind of like over here. But guys have questions or any weird stuff you want to put. You got more. You got my full attention now. I got glasses on. I can actually read them. Do some modified wall sits. I can not push a block over. There we go. My eyes, you get my full attention. Now you're not. Nobody's putting any funny stuff in the chat. Just doing wall sits over here. My modified wall. The setup is not ideal. Not ideal. See if this works better. Oh, there's a spider. On site. Sorry, that's not a spider I'm training. If I see you, it's on site. He's trying to run to my flip-flop. Unfortunate for that guy. Unfortunate. Hey, you guys know who, if the Cleveland Guardians won? Chat, Google that. The Guardians win. Oh, you can see some of my students' pictures over there. I just moved this here because I'm going to do wall sits here. Off camera. You can find all my personally identifying information on the student pictures. I taught them how to write my social security number, the last 3 digits of my credit card number, and all other pertinent information. All encoded pictures. It's in code. Especially that orange cat. That's where most of my information is. sometimes. Hamza, you're hilarious. I like it. Yeah, definitely these wall sits are a good choice. Much easier on my knees to do, but they're still like working my quad tendons in a good way. A little bit difficult to set up. It's a secret. Ghost can't read? It's not good. It says YB. That I will tell you. That says YB normal. And the normal is written upside down. So it's like a Bulgarian shirt that used to. I have it on a t shirt as well. But there's old Bulgarians that would wear that. And so I would imagine that is very difficult to read via the camera and it being written upside down. But it's kind of like, I don't know, ironic if that's even the correct word, but it's normal or inside upside down since it's not normally how you write it. It's very clever, very clever indeed. I'm gonna do some more rowing later. I lowered the resistance. It made the distance go further, which is interesting, but I'm just trying to increase the calories that I do each time just to measure a consistent measure of energy expenditure. At least I think it's the best measure that the rower has. Might not be, though. Oh. I'll probably just do 3 sets of those. As far as like, as far as with food, I don't measure that at all. I just kind of eyeball it since I eat relatively the same things most of the time, and so I'm not particularly worried about that. But with the rowing machine, it's like a just for cardio, but it measures calories, and that's like how much energy, of course, like how much energy I've burned in a particular rowing session. So it just measures it for you burn, and it's not. I'm not worried about necessarily the exact number. It's just a measure because I think it's a little bit on the machine, a little bit more accurate than the distance because the distance seems to be manipulated by the resistance of the machine. So if I lower the resistance, the distance goes up, and without changing the time or really my intensity. And so just a way to measure how much effort or how much energy that I've spent doing the rowing in a what I think is probably accurate, but for food I don't measure anything now. I just eat the same things. I'll measure, like I made a bunch of um I've made protein shakes and like meal prep stuff, and that I kind of measure out, but that's more so that each thing that I have is the same amount, but overall I don't measure actual calories. Oh, can't believe you, Hamza. Look up the Cleveland Guardians. Tell me who won. They play the Detroit Tigers. All right. Actually, a nice little quad pump from the wall sits. Those are interesting. Okay. Yeah, I can't with it either, but I'm gonna go eat some food. So, uh, take care, guys. Appreciate you.